Everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. We are going to do a really quick card today with another suite of products. Well, I kind of mixed and matched, so it's not a whole suite, but it's a bundle from the new mini catalog. So if you're my customer, this catalog will be on the way to you by like Tuesday of next week for sure. Some of them have already been sent. They're kind of staggered just because of the amount of time that it takes for me to get them prepped to you. If you don't have a demonstrator sending you a catalog and you want one, let me know. I'd be happy to stick one in the mail to you. The first one's always free of charge. If you have requested a catalog, I haven't got to those first. The ones that went out first were ones that went with July thank you gifts. So it always benefits you if you want a catalog soon to place an order online with me or call one in or something the month before I mail them, because then those go first because I have to get my thank you gifts out. So this is coming. You can start ordering it from it in September. I have a huge class that I'll talk about here in just a second that will show you everything in it. Here, I'll do that one next. So this is my Triad class. I do a Triad class with every new catalog. We'll do 10 projects together this time. They're all based around the paper first, and then we use a template a PDF that you get. So either it'll be a template or maybe a fun fold. They're about half and half. It depends on how the paper kind of works. But you'll get to see all the new ribbons, all the new embellishments, most of the new papers, and then a selection of dies and folders and punches. So this is the first card that we've made. To see the other 9, you have to be in the class. So there's a couple of ways you can do it. You can do it free if you're on my team. They even get the product for this one free. Or you can buy the packet and have everything mailed to you. And when it shows up, it's pretty much just fold and assemble. So you watch the videos, learn about each product, and then put them together. There's no stamping. So any place where there can be something stamped, you just add whatever you have at home. For that. Or you can, especially if you're overseas, I can't send product overseas, but I can send you the tutorial so you can do just the online version of it. So that is, and the class is maybe 75% full, so it's getting there. Then I have some other products. The Oh Holy Night Suite, when you see that in the catalog, I will be offering an online class, and there is a way for everybody to get that free in September, so watch for that. I should have that information. I don't have it up yet because I'm filming ahead, but that information by this time, the time this video posts, should be very close to getting there. It's on my Facebook, so you can go there. And then here's just a couple of other cards that use product from that new catalog, as is this one. So for this one, I'm going to use Charming Sentiments. I'm going to point out the stuff that's in the annual catalog because I know a lot of you still have bonus bucks to redeem. So the Charming Sentiments can be found in there. That's where we're going to get our words from, because the stamp set, while I love it, it's very wintry. I'm not ready for winter yet. So I wanted to show you there's lots of multitude of ways that you can use this one and not be winter. But the sentiments are: the colder weather brings us together, winter wishes, and may this season of sparkle bring joy and delight. So I just swap sentiments. But you can see the images in this if you do them in greens. And in fact, one of the papers in there I might use for my upcoming wedding that we have, because it matches stuff that the bride loves. So here's the dies that go with that bundle. This will be a card club set, I think in November, and all of the stuff is with the caveat that it has to stay in stock when I have posted what I want my schedule to be. So hopefully everything's in stock, but I know that we will be using this bundle in Card Club, and I know it helps you guys plan your purchases if you know what I'm planning to do. Then let me just show you the paper real quick for this, because I'm using this piece here. And it's very different from the rest of the packet of paper. So I don't want you to think that it's like a gray and black packet, because it isn't at all. This is the one that has the green one. So here's this, super pretty. Felt like at some point I've taken all these out because I feel like I've shown them to you before. So you can see this can be wintry. It would be very easy to do this one and not have it be wintry. This one I just showed you. Here's the trees. I'm going to use that stamp. But look at this. That could easily be not winter. And then I think in here there's just the green. Is that in this packet? Maybe it's not even this packet. It could be another packet. But here's the trees. Those match. So it's another set that has just green. But I could also use this one for the wedding coming up, because her wedding's in the fall. This would also be a pretty fall one. So let's get going. And I love this piece here. It must be the packet of paper that's on the back of the catalog. So this card's really easy to put together because I'm trying to get a couple of things filmed today before I head out of town. So let's go. We'll do all the die cutting first. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I am going to, this is part of the bundle. I'm going to cut one of those out of black. It's just some evergreen, ever black, I guess. And then here's the piece that I have cut 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to stick it in the texture folder and run that through. And then I'm going to use the deckled circles, which these are fabulous. There's 14 sizes graduated all the way up to a 6 by 6 size circle. I'm just going to cut one of these out of some basic white. All right, I put this through here. It kind of helps give it a little bit of life. I think it always makes them feel, that our paper feel a little bit more like a painting. And there we have several, and have had in the past several folders that will work well for that. So it's a super easy card. I have some basic gray cardstock for our base. Fold that over. And then we have our black evergreen piece. It cuts out really well. You just want to be careful anytime you have these delicate ones because they can tangle. It's like playing the operation game when you were a child. Just don't want to pull it. And then here is our deckled circle. And I just chose this one based on the size. So I'm going to use, in here, it's got like the floral, and then it has these really 2 fun evergreen patterns, and those are the ones I'm going to use on this card. So I'm going to stamp in basic gray. This, if you live in the Midwest, I suppose there's lots of places. This is added a little bit of sparkle. I don't want it to feel, I want it to feel black and white. If you think about it too long, then it does feel like a dreary winter's day, but we're going to add some sparkle. So isn't that fun? Makes a great little sentiment, especially if you're doing a masculine card. And then I wanted to use this too, and I kind of played around with the tags far longer than I should have because I'm trying to get stuff done. But I really wanted the tag to look the best. But I really, really, really wanted to use this giant stamp because it also matches this. So I decided it's always fun to stamp on the inside of your card, right? So isn't that pretty? I love the way it does the blank images and the filled in images. So that's all the stamping with the basic gray. And then I'm going to take my memento and I'll do the inside while it's open. So this says everything will be okay. I mean, the basic gray will dry a little bit lighter and the black stays black. So you can see that well over that. But on this one, then, if I can pick it up, I left this little gap. And that's why I ended up using the smaller one on the front. Then there's no competition with the words in the background. They overlap a tiny, tiny bit, but not much. So we have faith over fear. And then the inside says everything will be okay. So let's take this. And then I debated with the ribbon. So here's kind of where I was with it. I was kind of doing it to be a masculine card. Because I could change the ribbon. Maybe I'll change the ribbon. That way you can see 2 different options. Because then I ended up adding sparkle and it kind of lost being a masculine card. So on the one card I'm going to show you, I've used the Baker's Twine and I used this gray piece because it matches the paper really, really well. But then I added sparkle. So let's add, this is the other ribbon I thought about using and I haven't put it up yet. So let's use this. I'm gonna add some adhesive to the back of this. It's going to go on with dimensional. So this is just to kind of hold our ribbon. This is a new ribbon. It is silver and white sheer ribbon. It is really sheer. It's really pretty. My hands are filthy. Ink all over the place. So you'll be able to fold it really nicely. So on this one, you want to make sure that you're going the direction that your sentiment's going to lay on there. So I'm just going to do it frontwards, but I have enough of that adhesive that it's just going to grab it. And then if it doesn't grab, I will have the piece of I mean, the dimensionals hold the rest of it in. So I'm just making some loops on this side. That's pretty good. Flip that over. And then I'm going to take my dimensionals and make sure that all of these tips get held down. So as well as giving it some dimension, it acts as another adhesive for our ribbon. That grabs all that. That grabs that, but then we still need one because this is kind of the big tag down there. Now this, because of the way the bottom of the paper goes, all of the deer are going to be positioned differently. So you just need to decide where your tag goes because you don't want to cover up your deer. So I'm going to put it here. And then we have our little piece here. I'm just going to add, you could add glue. If you saw the video I did before this, I said I didn't have my adhesive because it was over with my VIP projects and I still forgot to get it. So I'm just using some old stuff. And that looks really pretty added in with that. This on most cards would be tucked under. So I'm just going to turn that off. I don't want too long of a stick on my card. And this is going completely different than my other one. But my deer is in another place. I thought I did this. Did I not use? It's still coming open. We'll go this way. Well, yes. Always make sure if you pre-stamp to the inside of your card that it's the right direction. It happens a lot at in-person events that people stamp the inside and then put the outside on and it's going the wrong way. Stick this on here. Then I'm going to take my Stella and I'm just going to give it a little bit of snow here. If you have shimmer white paper, it would be beautiful because this is not, it's got a tinge of vanilla to it as the shimmer white did, but we don't have that anymore, so I'm not using it. Actually, I bought a ton before it retired, but now we have wedding invitations that have to be made and, you know, it's the beautiful paper to print your invitations on. So even though I thought I had hoarded packs to last for a very long time, my daughter has usurped them. So here's this. And then this is where my masculine card came to a screeching halt because these are perfect. It's the adhesive back sparkle gems. They come in black, silver, and gold. You could add the gold in here because it has a tinge of the granite, which has that little bit of brown in it. But I went not necessarily monochromatic because it's black and silver, but they just looked too good. And then I was like, well, you tried to keep it masculine with your little twine over there, and then this happened. These kind of look like the moon, right? Except I put one kind of lower, stars. And then so there's two of the silver, and then I'm going to do the black as berries, and they'll just stick right onto the little piece of spruce. So one big one of that and then two little ones, but you can do whatever size. Isn't that fun and so easy? And this is in the correct spot. You can see the basic gray is already getting to be lighter. So here is the same card, but just a little bit different. Because the deer for one, and the deer in the third one, let's see where it would be. I could have done the same because I could have cut it this way. But you can see the deer are all just a little bit different. He's much more in the middle. This is the one I already used. Yeah. So they're all going to be lined up a little bit different because of the way the paper is. And then this one has the twine. But other than that, it's the same. So that is it. If you need a catalog, message me and let me know. You can always sign up for the Triad class. That'll be the best way to get to see everything, and then you don't have to buy every last thing. I know a lot of people do paper shares and stuff, but sometimes even then you get a quarter of a pack of cardstock, or yards of ribbon that aren't on a holder. But it might be stuff that you don't use. This way you can make one card with this suite and see most of the paper and decide if that's where you want to spend your money, and not have like little 6x6 pieces of everything. So it's just a thing that I've done for the last several years. It's proved to be very popular. It's a lot of work. So the registration will end by the end of August if it hasn't filled before then. So everybody have a great day, and I'll catch you back here later. Bye.